Today, I am giving you 2 of the best moves you can do at home to improve your golf swing without hitting any golf shots. These 2 golf swing moves are very simple, but they are profound in the effect they will have on the movement that you perform and the quality of strike. And as I said, you don't actually have to hit any golf shots whilst doing it. You can do it in the comfort of your own home, in the office, wherever it might be. A lot of us around the world are kind of stuck indoors right now. You might not even be allowed onto a golf course, or the weather's not permitting. We all like to work on our game. And these 2 moves are going to give you the sequence, the consistency, and the feels that just go, that's perfect for me. And it will do just that. So let's get into it. Okay, so this first move is really fundamental in just how we would ideally like the body to move. Even if you've got kind of limitations or whatever, just this understanding of this sensation can help you a ton to improve your golf swing. And my friend Henry Fall has been known to do this move up on top of mountains, so you should check out his Instagram for that. I'll try and put a link below, but it's kind of neat and funny. But he loves working on his golf swing, and I bet you do too. So what it is basically a kind of sequence and pressure move, right? We're not trying to force anything to happen here. Like, there's a couple of ways we can go about it, but this move is basically about applying sort of imaginary pressure away to give us the sort of room, because too often our golf swings are a little bit sort of flimsy in this way. And we want flow, we want movement, of course we do. But we also want a little bit of width and that natural sort of sequence. So how do we get that without even swinging a golf club? All you do is get in your golf stance like this, okay? Get in your golf stance like so, and just put your palms down. And what we're feeling is that complete wrist hinge. And that's key, because that's going to sort of replicate a little bit of where that club head is going to feel, right? So as we're making this golf swing, you can use a mirror, you can use, or nothing, just the feel. But as you're turning, okay, you're not just making a turn, you're making a very nice backswing. You're pointing the shoulder down, you're turning the hips behind, and you're creating this little bit of width and enough sort of depth, all right? The hands aren't coming out here. They aren't whipping too much on the inside. They're hanging. They're just hanging, and then we're tilting down and we're rotating sort of back as much as you can, and we're just here. But this is where it gets fun, because a lot of the golf swing, we kind of rush a lot of the movements, right? We kind of, it's a bit of a panic. We kind of go like this. It's a bit of a panic. So we want a smooth kind of transition, and this is what is perfect for that. Let's assume you've made a nice sort of backswing. We're in that position here. A few checkpoints. Make sure you're turning your hips behind. Make sure that you're feeling like the left chest is sort of going down, and we're adding that kind of tilt this way, okay? And we've got that little bit of width. Now from here, we are feeling like we've got a transition, but notice how we're keeping the hands low. That's the feeling here. Now we can start accelerating that, but I'm going to link to a video where we talk about low hands through the shot, which is a really wonderful feel for so many of you, because we often get a bit high up here, a bit too high, and then the hands kind of catch up at the bottom. So the sensation of the hands being a little bit lower all the way through the move is wonderful, and you can rehearse this as much as you like. And as you get a bit better, you can work on that sort of transition, applying a little bit more weight forward, and you see that sweep through. So it's not just about the backswing, it's not just about the transition, it's about the follow through as well, creating that sort of width. But all the time I'm feeling like I'm pushing away, pushing that way. I'm applying pressure away. And it's a very good sort of wake up to the muscles, to the body, to get this right. And you can do it before you play, you can do it at home, wherever. But this kind of movement is a superb rehearsal. Do it 20 times. Get up out your chair and try it now. And try it in the 3 phases we talked about. Making sure you're making a nice backswing, then transition down, and then through. Then piece it together. So do 10 backswings. Okay, focus on the backswing. Then, still make a backswing, but focus on the transition 10 times. And then focus on all the way through 10 times. And then work up your speed to get the full swing. Do you have any questions pertaining to that? Is this something that you've ever done before? What are you feeling when you actually get up out your chair and do this movement? Ask me if something doesn't quite feel right, or what feels difficult, or whatever it might be. Tell me what you feel when you're doing that. Okay, the next one is actually utilizing a club and a ball, but don't worry, you're not going to break any windows, or you shouldn't at the very least. If you haven't got any foam balls, a regular golf ball is fine. But what we're doing here is working through the movement that we are not just hitting at the golf ball. The energy doesn't stop when we hit at it. It's all got to go that way. I talk about it all the time. It's probably boring. Sorry, but you need to know it. So what we are doing here is a little bit of an extension of the drill where we talked about in the belly the other day, where we're rotating that way. The club is in the belly and we're rehearsing the hand path and everything sort of working in unison that way, right? What we're going to do here is actually move this golf ball. But forget I'm in a net or something. You can do it into the couch. You can actually even do it without any balls if you prefer. But all we're looking for is not a backswing, okay? We're trying to generate a bit of momentum from the impact area to the through swing. So all we're looking to do, grab like a 7-iron or something of that nature, okay? All we're looking to do is move this golf ball that way. But how you go about it is key, because we don't want to just like push it with the hands like this, obviously, all right? We don't want to necessarily push it like that. But this is a lot of the times what perhaps you do when you're hitting a regular shot. It's sort of this extra force with the right side trying to come through. We're not allowing movement and everything working kind of together just a little bit easier. That's all we're trying to accomplish. So from here, okay, kind of getting your setup position this way, and all we're going to do is move through. That's it. And where does that golf ball go? How does that feel? Does it put you into a kind of nice, balanced finish? I doubt very much you're kind of leaning back this way or chasing your right shoulder that way. I doubt it very much. So this is a perfect sort of rehearsal to get the sequence, the timing, and just to trust that allowing the club to sort of drop. We're going to go into this in another lesson, being pulled through. Just from here, we just get out of the way and allow the club to be pulled through, and the ball is going to go where we want it a lot more frequently. It feels like you're practicing golf because, all right, sure, you can make a backswing if you want. And we can be here and then push through to that nice balanced finish. And as you're pushing through, notice, are we extending the hands here or are we flipping? Are we just using the upper body or are we just using the legs? You'll be your own coach when you do this, all right? Doing this will, in essence, enable you to be your own coach, as it were. So notice what your tendency is to do. Whether it's too much hands, whether it's too much wrists, upper body, too much legs, you just want poise and connection. And remember to utilize that drill to sort of emphasize that movement, but then just push the club through. So you can practice this as much or as little, if you don't like it, as you like. So we just go back and then we're pushing through. okay? And we can get better at it, and you can start accelerating with a little bit more velocity. But you've got to, from this angle, you've got to not let it pass. You've got to extend together, kind of like a hockey. I'm sure there's many of you Canadians watching this. Sorry to exclude anyone else, but you know that movement from here is that push shot, that sweep from here. Okay, feel that movement, feel that sweep. It's going to be perfect to give you a nice, good golf swing, and you don't have to hit any shots to do it. So make the most of it at home, wherever you may be in the world. All right, my friends, I hope you liked that. If you have any questions, leave them below. And if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe and all that kind of stuff. And if you didn't, let me know too. And if you haven't already, check out our website. We've got some great resources. Come and even join the club, where we have a great community, lots of series to help you with every specific department of your game. And of course, it's simple. But links are below to a free series as well. And until next time, take it easy.